Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ben with KCT, and I have something I kind of want to go over with you guys, something maybe a little bit different than we're used to talking about. And so that is an app called Parler. Now, this is being recorded at the end of 2020, right after the election cycle. So obviously, we know how fun that was. And so right now, there's a lot going on as far as free speech is concerned. There's a lot of things like, oh, it's problematic. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to say it. That's really, it's terrible because if you're not stretching yourself, you're not, going in directions that you wouldn't normally expect, you're not going to grow. So you need to be challenged. Anyways, all this aside, and I'm not going to get political. There are a lot of people that do politics way better than I can, and I'll let them do it. So the reason why I'm talking about Parler today is, and I joined this as KCT 3 months ago, something like that, and it is sort of like the free speech platform of the internet. So like during the election cycle, Instagram, which is something I do a lot of, they've completely crippled my reach. So they were like suppressing all hashtags because more Russian bots, bro, or something. I don't even know. So basically, nobody had hashtag anything during the entire election. Now, where I stand on free speech, just to kind of give you guys some context, is it's yours, okay? But you own it, and you own the consequences. People say you can't say fire in a crowded theater. You absolutely can. Absolutely. 100%. But you have to deal with the consequences. If you go to jail, there you go. If somebody gets trampled, it's on you. But you can do that. So with a lot of this stuff, there's just a big limit on what people can say or can't say. The algorithms for Instagram have just like crushed gun pages. Mr. Guns and Gear, I think they closed down his account on one of the platforms. I think he had like 150,000 followers. So if they can take somebody like him and just throw him away for a smaller channel like us, the writing's on the wall. I mean, they don't want a lot of these social media platforms. I mean, they really don't want kind of a conservative voice. We like guns, we like whatever, it's problematic. I get it, and again, I'm not going to get super political. I'm not going to talk about my feelings on that. But where this is going is, if you own a company, you have the right to do whatever you want with it, obviously within the scope of the law. Look at you, Zuckerberg. So what I mean by that is, if you don't want certain people on your platform, then you don't have to have them. It's your company. So there is a farm, like donut place out here in West Michigan, and there was a couple, two women who were getting married, two gay women. So they were going to this place to go get donuts and cakes and stuff. And they said, we won't cater your wedding. We will not be baking cakes because this is against what we believe in. Obviously, it's a very, very conservative establishment. And so if you can do that because it's your business, and if you lose business because of that, it's on you. And you may gain some business. Somebody might say, you know what, hey, that's right up my alley. I want just, things the way that they used to be. I don't want this new stuff. I will go patronize your establishment. And you have other people saying, hey, why is this a big deal? This shouldn't be a problem. I'm not going to patronize your establishment. And then there's smart people that say, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it. I like money. I'll bake cakes for anybody. I don't care. So this is kind of where Parler's at. With Facebook and Instagram and all these other places really restricting reach, that's their choice. They own the platform. We get to do what we do within the confines of that. If they don't want people to say certain things, they can do whatever they want to suppress that, because free speech goes so far as what is going on with that company. So Parler's saying is, we're not going to censor you. We're not going to deplatform you for saying something that's unpopular. Now, it didn't necessarily start off as a super conservative kind of alternative, but it sort of became that way because there was really no other outlet for a lot of people that were doing things, whether it's guns or the different values that people have. And again, I don't care where you come down on those values. It's not my call. And I don't care what you think about where I come down on those values. The point is, is that there's certain places that will cater to a conservative crowd and let them have the kind of discussion that they want. There's certain places that don't. And there's ad revenue and everything else to be won and lost in that equation. And I think Parler's kind of banking on people saying, look, I'm going to say something that's going to offend Antifa people or soy people, or if you're a communist, you're not going to like this because whatever. Cool. But where you could get deplatformed on like Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, whatever, because somebody will report you and say, oh, this is problematic, he said something I don't like or I disagree with, and then all of a sudden you don't have a channel anymore. So where am I going with all this? Well, Parler, Parler, is an app, and you guys should really check it out. So it is more of it's kind of more of a Twitter than it is like an Instagram. I wish it would be more Instagram than Twitter because I don't really care about Twitter. But it's very, very interesting over there, and I think a lot of people are moving from Instagram to Parler, from Twitter to Parler, things like that. You can post up videos. I just did one recently. In fact, people that are on the Parler side of things will generally get a video from me a little bit early if I can squeeze it out there. So just something for checking us out. Obviously, the content will come out eventually on all the channels, but something that if you want to see it first, cool, there it is. So it's really in its infancy right now, and so this is both like the good and bad point to get into it. Right now, it's pretty empty. I mean, you have guys like Mr. Guns and Gear, other big kind of gun figures coming out there and doing stuff, but there's not a whole lot of sort of like, not normies, but non-influencers, people without a channel, people that are just, hey, I like guns, where you can see on like an Instagram, so it's like, hey, I like guns and barbecue, and here's my 4-wheeler. Cool. You're gonna get all that on their page. Well, this is more of kind of a Twitter type thing. Although your posts and your feed and everything are curated just like it is on Instagram. So somebody that wants to see the things that you've already done and said and talked about and pictures you put up and videos, they can see all that with your profile. Now, it is a free speech network. Guys, like hold in. It's a free speech network, but obviously they have terms of service. I think it's like 3 pages long compared to like the 28 page from like Facebook. And basically what it comes down to is like no CP, no nudity, like don't post porn, don't post snuff stuff, don't post a picture of you taking a dump. Nobody wants to see that. Or maybe they do, but we don't want to see them seeing that with, whatever. Anyways, so those are the big things. So they do have like sort of a point system where you can be kicked off the platform for multiple violations, which is good because I don't want it to be the Wild West, regardless of how open and friendly it is to free speech. There's certain things where it's like, look, if you have all sorts of weird adult shenanigans going on, I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at guns. Really cool guns. Some ugly guns. So that's the whole thing for that. So we are on Parler at KCT Actual. So go ahead and give us a follow there. Again, with it being very, very new, there's a couple things that you guys need to understand. First of all, it is right now kind of an echo chamber, just a little bit. What I mean by that is, you thought liberals were the only people that can live in those. Everybody can live in an echo chamber. We seek self-confirming information as often as possible. So right now, it's a lot of people kind of bouncing the same kind of stuff off each other. Obviously, the wake of the election, you can imagine what that is. So some of this stuff is kind of cringe a little bit in the sense that it's like the super duper, conservative side, and there's a bad side to everything, guys. I'm not gonna say that one side has no cringe and the other side, does. So right now there's a lot of things you're just looking at and going, wow, this is all that's in my feed, is somebody complaining about whatever. Cool. But the nice thing about that is you guys can get in on the ground floor and make this community something that you want to be a part of. Because right now, I wanted to be, a part of the Instagram community, and I was growing my page like crazy. Well, like crazy, I say, but good for me. And all of a sudden, they just throttled back on gun pages, and I went from getting, I don't know, say 140 likes to like 15, and And then they're like, oh, well, nothing happened. Yeah, okay, sure, right. Nothing happened, right? So I think that in a year or two, Parler is going to be big, really big. But at the same time, it needs you to kind of get in there and sort of grow it. Whether you have a channel or not, you're going to have this chance to sort of shape the landscape of a new social media platform, because there's really nothing out there other than people saying, okay, just do whatever you want to do. And yeah, there's a few big fish in the pond that have already gotten over there, but a lot of it is you're gonna see things kind of just develop from day one. It's everyone's got some equal channel growth to go on. If you want to start a channel, that would be a perfect place to do it, because you can say whatever you want and not worry about somebody going, oh my god, that's my friend and I can't believe he's a shotgun. I mean, to lose your page over some gun stuff or something that you post or a meme or something, your whole platform, that sucks. So this would be a good way to kind of do it with your training wheels, because guess what? No one's going to kick you off for, well, unless you post something that's like horrible. You get the picture. So anyways, guys, I guess where I'm going with this whole thing is check out Parler. It's an app. Go to your app store, download it. I've got it on my phone. Apparently the web version is really good too. I haven't used that. I just use it on my phone. Go ahead, download it, make a profile, check it out. Again, it is a little bit of an echo chamber right now. The people that they do suggest are all big conservative voices, which is fine. Like if you want to go ahead and follow politicians, that's cool. They have their stuff on there. But once you get going and you start building your own network of people that you want to associate with, that's when you start getting that content that you like. So, guys, I don't want to drag this out any further, but definitely go check us out. KCT Actual at Parler. We're growing, so you get some new content there that doesn't go out to the other stuff. Obviously, because there's a lot less censorship. I can say things maybe on Parler that I wouldn't elsewhere. And because I can post videos right to Parler and not worry about like YouTube, we can get a little bit spicy with things, and because it's only going into that arena. Obviously, nothing too crazy, but we can actually say, again, I'm not going to get super political, but hey, whatever. Anyways, guys, check us out. KCT Actual. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All this really helps. Whatever platform we're on, whatever platform you're on, we're trying to grow, and it is really hard, and it's going to be even harder in the wake of the 2020 election, especially considering how that ended. So, guys, understand that if you are a gun owner, if you have interest in the firearms industry, whether it's sporting, shooting competition, home defense, whatever, you're going to be under attack like never before. Okay, and this isn't like hyperbole. This isn't me going, all I don't know, V for Vendetta or something. I don't know. It's late. But what I'm saying is with a very, very different group of people running things that have already actively said that they want to get rid of the things that either you own, you like, you talk about, or you want to own. Being able to grow is awesome. So, guys, I know I'm rambling here. This is getting late, but definitely check us out. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your night. Comment, ask me some questions. Love to hear from you guys. And other than that, I'm out of here. See you.